Brian, and this is what I'm drinking tonight. I'm having a beer called Waypost by the Virginia Beer Company in Williamsburg, Virginia. This beer was canned on site by this company that's based in Williamsburg, Virginia. This has been gifted to me by a super fan, Jeff. This beer is actually aged in some bourbon casks for a little bit. And this was canned on the 12th of February, so it's recent. It's 10.4% alcohol by volume. So it packs a big punch. I don't know what it looks like. I think it's dark, but there's only one way to find out. So let's crack it open. So as you can see, it is indeed dark, almost black in color, a fair amount of head, which is actually dark itself. A moderate amount of carbonation, not a whole lot, moderate amount. I can still see the bubbles. Smell? Okay, deep chocolate. Deep chocolate smells. I think I smell a little bit of caramel. Very strong aromas. Not a particularly flat drink. Now, there's only one other thing to do. Let's try it. Prost, my friends. Mouthfeel, very full-bodied, thick, not watery, a little bit of a bite to it with a carbonation, reminiscent of Chimay Blue. I could taste some spice there also. So it definitely has chocolate taste, chocolate smell, and chocolate taste. Some spicy notes also, with a little bit of bitter on the tail end that kind of lingers on the tongue. So if I were to describe this, I would describe it as like a stout with a little bit of spice to it and a little bit of bitterness to it. Not as creamy as your stouts, but more bite to them in terms of the spice factor and the flavor factor, and not as creamy. A little bit creamy. But not as creamy. I think it's interesting, the head, which is very dark, not white at all, very dark. Well, folks, let me rate this on a scale of 0 to 100. I give it a 70. I would rate it a little bit more. However, there is a little bit of bitterness to it that lingers. Not the fact that there's a little bit of bitterness to it, because the Chimay Blue does have a bitterness, and that's one of my favorite beers. But this kind of lingers a little bit more on the tongue than I prefer. I do like the mouth feel of it. I like how full-bodied it is, which comes along with having these dark beers. I wish it had a tad bit more sweetness, and then kind of subtle chocolate. There's not overbearing chocolate, but it's kind of moderate chocolate, but just kind of, kind of tone down the chocolate a little bit. Then it would probably get a higher rating with me. Anyways, with a big old can like this and 10.2% alcohol by volume, let me finish it right now while I still have a little bit left to this day so I can be functional tomorrow. Stay safe, stay sane, and see you later, folks.